Yes, sir. Am I just looking at this camera? Okay, sounds good.
Okay, welcome to today's SEC Baseball Tournament postgame press conference featuring Alabama. We're hearing from Peyton Wilson, Tyler Ross, and Coach Brad Bohannon. We'll now begin with questions for Peyton Wilson. Please use the raise hand function to indicate you want to ask a question. When you're called upon for your question, please state your name and affiliation first. We'll begin with Tyler Martin. Tyler, please remove your mute.
Can you hear that?
We got you.
Awesome. Hey, Peyton. Tyler Martin. Just wanted to get your thoughts on Tyler's start on the mound today. I know he really wanted the ball today for you guys, and then he gave y'all 6 good innings.
Yeah, Tyler Ross has been awesome all year long. He goes out there every time his number's called and just competes his butt off every time he's out there. And it's really fun playing behind him because you know he's going to give his best effort every single pitch. And it's just been really fun to watch him just go out there and compete every pitch, every inning, and just have fun while doing it. And just he's been a huge help for us this year. We've been a little short on arms all year long, and he's just been reliable the whole year. So it was really good to have him just be the guy he was all year long. So we're really thankful for him and what he has done.
Okay, next is James Fletcher.
Hey, Peyton. It's James Fletcher from the Tuscaloosa News. I just wanted to ask you about this kind of being a homecoming for you and how this team doesn't have any SEC tournament experience, but did you take any kind of leadership role coming into this knowing that in the lack of experience, you at least had some experience in Hoover?
Yeah, I mean, I've been coming up to these games my whole life. I'd get checked out of elementary school to come up here. So once I got on the field at first, it was a little weird. I was like, wow, I mean, I'm actually playing here and not watching it. So I kind of told a lot of the guys how it would go. Like, I knew we would have a bunch of fans here and just how we haven't been here in a while. So people are excited to watch us play and watch us compete out there. So it was really fun to get out there and just live out what I had been seeing my whole life. So, I mean, I just had fun while doing it.
Okay, next is Drew Carter.
Hey, Peyton. We saw John Parker up on the concourse, and he said he's probably now the 3rd best athlete in the family. After your performance today, give us your power rankings of the Wilson brothers athletically.
I don't know about that one. That's too hard to answer. They both did their thing, and I'm just so thankful that they've helped me out along the way. I don't know where I'd be without either one of my brothers and my whole family, really. They've all helped me out, so I don't know if I'm the right guy to ask that question, so I'll take that answer.
Okay, we have another question from Drew Carter. Drew, are you there? Okay, moving up to Tyler Martin.
Yeah, Peyton, what was working for you at the plate today with the 2 double and single?
Yeah, I mean, the last couple weeks for me have been the best thing. So I was just going up there and just honestly just trying to have some fun. I just kind of been pressing a little bit and not seeing the ball as good as I could. So I just kind of just let the ball travel, just seeing good pitches, swinging at strikes, taking balls, and just kind of just going up there and having fun, honestly, and just letting my hands work and not worrying about outcomes or anything like that. Just trying to put bat on ball and just have fun and just whatever happens, honestly. So that was kind of my mindset going into the week, just do whatever I can to help my team out and have fun while doing it. So that's how I'm going to go for the rest on.
Peyton, thank you for your time today.
Okay. Thank y'all.
Okay, we'll be joined momentarily by Tyler Ross. Joining us now is Tyler Ross. Please use your raise hand function to indicate if you would like to ask a question. When you're called upon for your question, please state your name and affiliation. We'll start with James Fletcher.
Hey, Tyler. It's James Fletcher from the Tuscaloosa News. I talked about a lot on the broadcast that you had talked to Coach on Saturday and let him know that you wanted this start. So can you just tell us how bad did you want this and how confident were you going into the game?
Yeah, we knew coming into this game that this could possibly be our last game being single elimination in SEC play. So I went up to Coach, and I'm full confident in myself, and I wanted the ball. I wanted to be the guy to keep us playing and allow our seniors to keep playing as well.
Okay, next question is from Joey Blackwell.
Hey, Tyler. Sorry, James kind of stole my question, but my question is this: what does this win mean to you? Having all that confidence and then coming into today and doing really well on the mound. What does that say about your dedication to this team, and what does this win mean to this team this season?
Yeah, this was a great team win for us. Knowing that this could be our last one, definitely drives us a little bit more. But we came out today, and as long as we got to the double elimination, I think we knew that if we put together good at-bats and good defense and the pitching went out and did its thing, that we can make a couple games and make a run, basically, in this tournament.
Any more questions? Okay, thanks, Tyler.
Thank you.
You will be joined momentarily by Coach Bohannon. Okay, we're now joined by Coach Brad Bohannon. Please use the raise hand function to indicate if you want to ask a question. When you're called upon, please state your name and affiliation first. Coach, before we take questions, could you give us your general thoughts on the game today?
Yeah, really good game for us all the way around. Obviously, a big game and a big win. Quite certain our season would have been over if we'd lost today. And the kids were excited. We had a really spirited workout yesterday. Not surprised at all that our kids brought their best effort. And, we pitched well. Tyler Ross gave us just a huge start of good innings and also going deep in the game on a little short rest. And Brock Guffey did a great job for 3 innings of putting up zeros and helping us save our bullpen. Made a couple diving plays, clean defense, and some production up and down the lineup. So just a really complete game for us, and really happy for the kids and proud of them, and excited that we get to play at least 2 more days.
Okay, our first question is from Joey Blackwell.
Hey, Coach. Joey Blackwell here from BamaCentral.com. Quick question. Looks like Tyler was right to request to start today. What does that say about his confidence in himself and also your confidence in him? And what is his big win today kind of bring to the team moving forward?
Rossi's from New Jersey. He's never lacked confidence. And, he's been a rock for us and made it really easy for us to not move him off of that Friday night spot and or the first game of the series. And just real proud of him. I think our kids maybe compete a little bit harder behind him because they kind of feed off of his mojo, his confidence, and just happy for him and proud of him. All these young pitchers, they want to be starting pitchers, and if you're going to do that on Friday or Saturday, you got to throw 80 or 90 pitches, and good or bad, and he's never one time wanted to come out of the game, and gave us great effort today like he's done all year, and real proud of him.
Okay, next up is Tyler Martin.
Hey, Coach. Tom Martin, Bama Central. Just wanted to ask you about Dio. I know he was in a big slump before that at bat in the third. Just how big is that 2-run RBI to really continue the inning and get put up a 6th spot in the third? Just, where's his confidence at after that at bat?
It was huge for Dio. Dio's a really talented player and had a great short season last year and a good pre-SEC season this year, and his last 50 bats or so have been tough. And no matter how talented you are, or if you were here last year and you played 4 weeks of non-league play, you just can't simulate the Southeastern Conference. And, we had 7 freshmen or COVID freshmen in the lineup today. And, Dio had a rough patch. He's typically not a swing and miss guy for a guy that hits for power, and he's been striking out a bunch. And, then you start doubting yourself and pressing and making changes. And I've tried to give him a break here and there. Sometimes mentally when it's not going well, just taking a step back and watching for a day can help, and we've done that a couple of times. But he's pretty good left on left, so when they went to the pen and brought in a lefty, I think in some ways mentally it just helps him think about not trying to do too much and just stay on the ball, and that's exactly what he did.
Okay, next up is James Fletcher.
Hey, Coach. James Fletcher from the Tuscaloosa News. You talked a little bit about in your opening statement this being a complete win, and you really did do well defensively, offensively, and on the base paths. What does that mean to get that kind of effort from a team that is so young and had no experience in the SEC tournament?
Well, that's how you win this time of the year. You better play a complete game, and that's what Mississippi State did to us for 3 straight days last weekend. And you got to pound the strike zone. You got to make the other team earn every 90 feet that they get. You can't give them extra outs. You can't give them free 90s. And, you can do all that and still lose. Sometimes you just got to make a pitch or get a big hit. And that's what we did today. We played really clean. We didn't give them much. They helped us a little bit, gave us some base runners. And today we got a couple of big hits with people on base. And that's how you beat top 25 teams. And that's all you're going to see the rest of the way out.
Okay, next is Evan Dudley.
Evan Dudley, AL.com. Coach, how crucial was it to get into South Carolina's bullpen early on, especially with that lead?
It's big. Everybody played Thursday, Friday, Saturday last week, and some guys are bouncing guys back and some aren't. And, South Carolina elected to not go with, any of their 3 weekend starters, which means that, they're planning on throwing multiple guys out of the pen. So the earlier you can get in the pen, then maybe you can have a guy get extended, or maybe they try to sneak one in that really didn't want to pitch. And, that 6th spot in the third inning was huge. It was really the story of the game. You take that out, and it's, it was an even game the rest of the way. I think we both had a 2 and a 1, after that. So that was the story of the game, getting in the pen and putting up that big crooked number there.
Okay, next is Joey Blackwell.
Hey, Coach, one crucial factor from today's game was, the fact that you guys didn't have to go to your bullpen early, and that's definitely going to help you out in the next couple of days. What was the importance of Tyler, not having to pitch and not leaving early, pitching deep, and how does that help relieve some of the stress of the bullpen in the coming couple of days?
It's the only way to stick around here for a while. And, I don't know if a team that's ever played on Tuesday has won the tournament. I mean, that could be off, but I think to do it, you need to win those first 3 and then get a day off going into the weekend. And it was huge. We pitched a lot of guys on Saturday and Sunday this past week, Friday and Saturday this past week. And just a lot of those guys getting an extra day is big this time of year, and especially the guys like Will Freeman that have pitched twice a weekend, Chase Lee, those guys in particular are kind of the ones I'm thinking about. So, now you go into a game tomorrow against a legit top 5 team, Tennessee, that won the East, a great team. And I don't know what we'll do to start the game, but, you do know that you got Freeman and Landon Green and Chase Lee, among others. Really everybody's available except for Ross and Brock Guffey. So that's a good feeling. It's the only way to compete the next 2 days.
Okay, next up is Tyler Martin.
Yeah, Coach, I want to ask you about the Tennessee matchup. That was a series earlier in the year where you guys took 1 and then 1 game went to extras, then the finale was a 1-run game. Just what are your thoughts on them, and is there confidence with your club knowing that you guys can compete with Eastern Division champions?
Our kids are really always confident, and that doesn't mean you always win. And there's some areas of the game that we need to be better, or maybe we're a little short. But I think our kids really compete and think that they're going to win every time that they come to the ballpark. And my coaching staff makes fun of me because, almost every day I'm like, man, I think we're going to smoke them today. That's just my demeanor, and hopefully it rubs off on our kids. It's just more fun to live your life that way. And I do believe in our group. So, Tennessee is a great team. You win your division in this league, you are legit. It's probably good that for our kids that we played them 3 times and beat them once, and I think we lost in extra innings and lost a 1-run game. So it feels like a long time ago. I know our kids will come out swinging. They won't back down. Tremendous respect for what Tony has done with that team. I think they play like they're the SEC East champs. They really believe in themselves, and really respect the aura that they play with. And they're going to get our best punch, and I know we'll get theirs, and should be a fun day.
Next up is James Fletcher.
Yeah, Coach, as you guys play here in Hoover, how have you seen Peyton Wilson kind of take a little bit of a leadership role, kind of being the only guy with any experience being around here?
Yeah, it's pretty cool that Peyton and Brock Guffey, we have 2 guys that played at Hoover High School that live within a bike ride of the ballpark. So I don't think we got to worry about the bus getting lost. We can grab those guys and bring them up to the front. But Peyton's a leader for our club in just the way he plays. He's just such an aggressive kid. And, a lot of the sabermetrics would tell me I should probably hit him in a different spot in the order, maybe in the 2-hole because of his OPS and all that. But, I love the way he sets the tone for our offense. I want that dude leading off. He's so aggressive, and I want him getting every extra at-bat that he might get over the course of the year. And I think our other young players see that. You see a guy that's having a lot of success and he's just really confident and ultra-aggressive, and maybe they're like, hey, maybe I should play the game that way. So he has a really positive influence on the club in a lot of ways. And I thought it was awesome that he got 3 hits today and Brock Guffey got to pitch 3 innings, just being local guys. And I swear, this is the truth. I'm out there coaching third in the middle of the game, and I down in right field on that hill, I see a bunch of little kids, and I'm like, one of those guys probably going to play shortstop for me in 2032, or one of them is going to be the next Sam Prater. One of those guys are going to catch for me in 2029 or something, because we've got multiple guys that have been to a bunch of these games, and just really happy for them that they had a good day here today.
Okay, Coach, thank you very much for your time this morning.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Okay, that's it for this press conference. A full transcript will be provided by ASAP Sports. You can also find a recording of this press conference in the SEC Media portal. Thank you for joining us.